Mary Louise Cook here, now joined by Big Sky Players of the Week forward Erika Sosa and goalkeeper Aaliyah Fesili of Sacramento State Soccer. Now, what kind of confidence do you get knowing that the Hornets swept these awards? And Erika, we can start with you.
I get a huge boost of confidence, and I'm hoping that the team got it too, because this is our first week of play after over a year. And, this just kind of set the bar. Like, we can go out there and play with our opponents, and, us getting these accolades kind of just proved it to the team.
Aaliyah, is there anything that you would like to add to that?
Definitely confidence booster. We were a very defensive heavy team last season. And so for us to sweep both offensive and defensive is very rewarding, especially after not having play contact for over a year. So definitely confidence booster. And I just want this kind of energy for our team to project into this season.
Yeah, so sweeping offensive and defensive. What were your first thoughts when you found out that not only had you won the honor, but that your teammate had won the honor as well? And Erika, we'll start with you on that.
When we go out to the pitch, and I think Aaliyah can agree with me on this one, it's not much to go get an award or go get, an accolade for. We go out there for our team because it's just what we want to do. And so when I realized that me and Aaliyah had both gone it, it was special because I don't think there was anybody else I would like to share, that moment with. And I had Aaliyah to do it with. And so, I hope the team can, see this and move on and just keep grinding after it.
Aaliyah, is there anything that you would like to add to that?
I think Erika put it quite well. We don't do it for the award. We don't do it for recognition. We go out there, we do what we love, and we love to do it with the people we're out there with, and it's just even more rewarding to know I get to share this moment with a teammate and a good friend of mine. So it's just all around good vibes.
Good. I love that. All around good vibes. Now, you talk about your friendship. You both are just, bringing it back to friendship. What is the sisterhood of the Hornets like? And Erika, we can start with you.
From the moment I got here, let's throw it back all the way to my official visit. I just saw how close and tight-knit the team was. And I was like, I want to be a part of that. And I think that's a huge deciding factor when you decide to go to a college. And then I got on campus my freshman year, and I immediately made friendships, and everybody was just so welcoming. I was like, this is what I wanted, a family. And so we've always focused on our culture and living green and, how we always going to be there for each other. And it's nice to have my team to rely on in times like this. And it's really nice. And I love how close knit our team is.
You mentioned living green. Can you explain what that means?
So living green was something we came up with as a team, and it's kind of like a stoplight system. You know what I mean? So red light, you're completely stopped. Yellow, it's like half and half, and then green, you're just going all the way. It's 100%. And so we talk about living it off and on the field, because we represent more than just ourselves and our team. We represent the whole community of Sacramento, and we represent our families. And so we always want to be doing the right thing, even when nobody's looking. And for us, that's living green.
Now, Aaliyah, you talked earlier about your friendship with Erika. How would you describe Erika as a teammate and as a friend?
As a teammate, very hardworking, and it's good to see, I've seen so many of her hard efforts in improving her game every year. And so that was just great to see it into fruition when she made that goal-winning score for the team, And as a friend, she's always there for people, and she always puts them before her. And I think that's very comforting to know that she is that kind of person and is a place of comfort for others too.
I love that, a place of comfort for others. And I'm sure in this time where there's been a lot of uncertainty, that's been really important to have in a friend and in a teammate. Now, Erika, Leah just alluded to this, but you had your first game-winning goal. It was in double overtime. What was that moment like for you?
It was really powerful and, just really emotional for me to have had the opportunity to bring it home for the team. And, as soon as I saw the ball out there, and I was like, I'm just going to shoot it. And I did it, and it went in. I was just in disbelief, and I was just so emotional that, I kind of froze up while everybody was rushing onto the field so happy because I was just thinking about one of my best friends who recently passed away, and he was on the men's team. And I had spoken to my parents earlier that day, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out there for him. Like, I'm going to go score for him. And, the fact that I was able to do that, and I felt him on the field with me the whole time. And it was just really special. And I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
I'm really sorry for your loss, but I'm so glad that you were able to feel him there with you in that moment. And I'm sure he would be so proud of you. Erika, I want to ask you that same question that I asked Aaliyah. You're also talking about that friendship that you have with her. How would you describe her as a teammate and a friend?
Wow. Probably one of the most energetic people I've ever met, one of the loudest voices on the team. And I think, where she goes, she lights up the room, which is rare for people. And Aaliyah, is just able to do that so like easily, which I love about her. And, whenever I've needed someone to talk to, she's always there for me. She always has my back, like on and off the field. She's our goalkeeper. She has my back there. And then in a friendship, I couldn't have asked for anything more of her. And, she's always has the right things to say, another half to another, like a person. And I love that about her.
So you opened the season with a double overtime win over St. Mary's at home. What kind of momentum does that give you heading into the rest of the season?
We definitely needed a win to get our confidence up. We've had a lot of confidence issues going into our first game due to not playing for over a year. On top of that, contact, with COVID guidelines and being socially distant all the time. It was just, all these nerves we needed to work out. And I know for a fact that this win has definitely calmed a lot of our nerves and has definitely been something that our team was looking forward to. So I think that was just a very important aspect of our game.
Now, Erika, as I just mentioned to Aaliyah, you have this win under your belt. You have swept the Big Sky Weekly Honors. What kind of momentum is this giving you as you head into the rest of the season?
Like Aaliyah said, it's been a long time since we've been out there with another team playing contact, but I hope we can keep the momentum through the season. I think it's a well-deserved win as we're noticing other teams in our conference were playing games and we were kind of late to start. And so, that win at home in double overtime kind of got us going, all the adrenaline in our bodies. And so I hope we can continue to like battle with our grit through the whole season and any other upcoming game. And I think, with everything changing so quickly, I think the team is going to have to really, be mentally strong for that.
Now, you both have kind of alluded to this, but there was a very long period of time where you weren't able to play. You're used to playing in the fall. You're playing in the spring now. What does it mean to be able to play this sport that you love? Aaliyah?
Wow. It means a lot, to be honest. We've had so much ups and downs, throughout the summer, having to do our summer workouts, but distant, all of us in different places. And then for us to come out of our break, going right back at it again. It was just a surreal moment, our first practice, our first real contact practice. It's like, oh my gosh, like I was kind of hesitant, like, oh my gosh, like, can I touch you? Like, I don't know. But it just makes you so grateful for every day because you don't know tomorrow we might not be able to get out there, The same can be said for other teams, I'm sure. And I'm sure that gratitude comes out when we play and you can see it through our grit and our passion to play for each other, our program, and for our families as well.
Erika, what would you like to add to that? What does it mean to be able to play this sport?
I think, we are very, very grateful and fortunate that we're able to do this, specifically with like a pandemic going on. And, it just makes me excited because, you never know what you're going to get. Tomorrow could be the last day we practice or today could be the last day we practice. And I just can't even put it into words. I love playing it. I've played it my whole life and I hope I can continue to play it for a couple more years. And the fact that our coaches have our backs and are willing to help us adapt to things. And, I think that I can speak for the team when I say that we've all waited a long time for it, like for us to be able to step back on that field. And so we're going to go out there like there's no tomorrow and just play it.
You are definitely making the most of being out there. Congratulations again to you both on sweeping the Big Sky Weekly Honors and good luck throughout the rest of the season.